Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel Healthy Living. So this is actually going to be my last video for my module, but in the future I am actually hoping to carry on my videos and carry on my publishing with my books and the future books that I wish to have. So today I'm just going to be talking about my whole process of my module and my personal journey of what I have been on today. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit of like where my book has came, and that's about it really. So let's get on. Anyone that has been watching any of my videos, then you will know that my personal journey has been a little bit of a struggle, but I'm really happy with how my project has turned out. So to begin with, I actually didn't want to do a cookbook. I actually wanted to do videos So Tasty on Facebook, just short little 1 to 2 minute videos on cooking and easy recipes, and I wanted to do a healthier version of this. So that is what I intended to do to begin with. But because I had struggled with using equipment and buying the food, because I'm a student, I find it very hard to try and support myself sometimes. That's when I decided to start looking into different options, which ended up being my book. So from there I started researching into different vitamins and minerals and nutrition. I downloaded an app called MyFitnessPal where I started looking at calorie counts. I looked on BBC Good Food, and I looked at a few people's cookbooks such as Fern Cotton's cookbook, Joe Wicks, and I looked at Clean Eating Alice's webpage as well. I've also been looking at a few videos on YouTube as well, and just quick and easy meals and stuff that I thought that I would be able to incorporate in my work. Then I just started going into stores such as Asda and Sainsbury's, and then just looking at prices and comparing food and water. I actually found this really amazing because a lot of the offers that people have are reduced to clear, but this is what I say to everyone: even if it is reduced to clear, then whack it in the freezer, and then when you're doing your meal preps and you know that you can have 24 hours to defrost your meat, and it is all still nutritious. So definitely, if you are one of those people that are struggling with meal preps or with money, then definitely look at the reduced section. Also, for people that aren't aware, then you can also go online just to check on your weekly offers, and as well, if you online shop, then that is the perfect way to see how much you are actually adding up and see how much money you are actually saving in the end. So moving on to my process of my book now. My book is actually finished, and I have a hard copy here, and this is the back. So the first page is just a few pictures of a few of my recipes, here, the homemade sushi. Unfortunately, I do have a few pictures in my book where I have got them off Google Images. I did want to actually take pictures by myself, but with the time frame of what I had and the struggle with money, I was unable to actually take pictures of all the ingredients, which I would like to do in the future when I carry on my project. So going on to my book as well, so my first page has an introduction with a contents page, and then it moves on to what you should eat at what time and what portion sizes you should be eating for what you want to maintain. And then it goes on to all my different recipes. For example, right here you have breakfasts, and then the first one is actually poached eggs with wholemeal flatbread, and then there's a few pages that just go along from here all the way down to breakfasts. And then it changes then into lunches, and as you can see here, I have all my ingredients on the side with all the calorie counts, and then I also have my ingredients on the other page. I took a lot of inspiration from Joe Wicks's book, as I really liked the way he laid out all of his pages. He would have one recipe on one side and then all the information on the other, but because of my recipes, I actually decided just to put them on one page, as I didn't have the time to actually create a longer version of the book. Then I actually go on to, after finishing with dinners and stuff, I actually go on to detox waters. And then it tells you like what they do for your body and like what vitamins and minerals are in there. For example, one of them here is called Lemon Life. The drink is served with warm hot water from the kettle and just chopped lemon, but the benefits from this are weight loss, improves digestion, and it boosts the immune system, which not a lot of people would think, but this is why I've done my book, because I want to help people out with their everyday life, even if it is just the tiniest of things, helping people reach their goals a little bit further every day. Then my book goes on to smoothies, and then it has the exact same here. It tells you all the ingredients on one page, and then you have the instructions on the next, and it just has pictures of like all the ingredients that you put in as well. And then I actually move on to some snacks, like just some healthy snacks you can have in the day, which are a part of the 7-day eating plan magnet. Also, which I didn't mention, all of the recipes on the 7-day eating plan are actually inside the book. So when I do hopefully release this book after my module, the magnet will also come with the book if I do go on to sell it, which is quite exciting. Then my book goes on to like tips and tricks, like I spoke about in another video. And these are just going like through all the little tips and tricks that you can do for your everyday change in life. And then on the last page I have a shopping list of everything that you need to make all the meals and all like the shakes and detox waters. So that is my book. So I'm just going to move on to now just talking about like the process of my book and what I liked and what I didn't like. Okay, so what I did like about my book, I like all of my recipes as they are all very tasty and nutritious. I also like the way like the layout has gone. I wasn't really sure on some of like the images, and some of them have actually came out like a little blurry, but that is because I did get them off Google Images, which I'm not too happy about, but it will do for the moment until I can actually have the time and money to create the rest of my recipes and then take pictures and then go on to a further book. What I'm not too happy about is just the logo at the front. I don't know if you can see, but it's gone a little bit blurry. Where I made the logo on a website, I needed a better quality of the pictures, so that is why it has came out like this. So I am a little bit disappointed. Also, I only actually have 54 pages of my book, which I'm happy with, but I would have liked to go on further and actually created like a book that had like 200 pages in it. So that is something that I will be working on during the future. Thank you for everyone that has been watching my channel. If you have any questions, then please email me at sophie-stokes1996@hotmail.co.uk. Any questions are questions. There are no silly questions, trust me. Also, I hope everyone has enjoyed the tips and tricks that I have been putting into this, and I hope to carry on into the future. So just to finish off, I'm just going to be talking about my personal process during this time that I've had creating my project. So the reason I actually started this project is because as I was a little girl, the only really other good thing apart from dancing that I can do is cook. So when getting the opportunity to create our own project doing anything which didn't have to be related to dance, I want to do something along the line of food, because I knew that I was good at cooking and has always been a passion of mine. It really like intrigued me as well when I first started looking at all the different recipes and everything and looking into nutrition. Like I didn't realise like how much like food can like benefit like you and what foods are bad. So this really interested me when starting the project as well. Also, I do have other modules at uni, for example Pilates, and we actually have to do an exam on like eating and protein and what you should be putting on your body and how much you should be putting it in. So in my everyday life, it's actually helping me out in other things that I need, which is a bonus, which I was really surprised about. Halfway throughout the project as well, I did start to lose my passion for the project. I started to look at it as a module, and I didn't actually look at it as a personal journey. So I started to sort of like close myself into this little box where I was thinking I have to do this because I need to reach this mark, and I actually forgot about my whole personal process and why I started this. So I started to look back on like all the research and all the vitamins and minerals that I have actually like researched into, and I started to realise why I done this project. I started it because I wanted to help people look after themselves and maintain a healthy diet, which I am currently doing as well. With my book, I have been trying out my recipes and I have been eating my 7-day eating plans, which I feel like is working, but very slowly, as I'm not doing as much exercise as what I normally do at the moment. But I'm going to still give it a few weeks and see how it goes and see if I lose any weight or just maintain a healthy diet. I am starting to feel a little bit better in myself, like I have more energy when I wake up in the morning because I'm taking my multivitamins, I'm eating the right foods, I'm trying to cut carbs out of my dinners and having them for lunch instead. And this has been a really amazing process for me because I feel a lot better in myself, which I hope my book does for anyone else as well. So thank you everybody who have been watching my channel. This is actually a part of my creative diary for my project, but I also wanted to open it up to the public just to have a little look on what I've been doing and see if any of my tips and tricks or anything is helping and working for other people. If anyone is interested, then please email me and send me some questions. I will be happy to answer. I'm not a food nutritionist, but I am starting to get the grips of how to look at food and vitamins in a different way, and hopefully I can help people out in the future. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I'll see you later. Bye.